Okay, so Marco, let me ask you a question. When you compose a beat, when you work on a new sound, what actually goes on in your head? What actually makes you say this is it? How do you actually get inspired?
I mean, I make the best beats when nothing's going on in my head, to be honest. When I'm just fucking clear-minded, play something, catch a vibe. It could be anything from like Stevie to some old gangstar shit, Italian music, you know, Korean fucking murder film score, whatever. I just listen to something, I catch a vibe, load up some drums, and just smoke a lot and drink a lot of caffeine, do some cartwheels, and then get into it. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how it goes down.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true. I've seen it.
Okay. If you were to pinpoint, Marco, the sole, I guess, greatest source of inspiration, artist-wise, who would you name?
It's hard just to put that on one person, but I mean, if I have to do one person, I'm gonna go with the obvious choice and shout out my man DJ Premier. To me, he's the founder of the sound that I really love, and there's so many other producers that do it well too. Classic, like Large Professor and Pete Rock. You know, of course, the Beat Miners, Eric Sermon, the Bomb Squad, the Beat Nuts. You know what I'm saying? But that era, that sound, fucking digging in the crates, you know, that type of shit. That's where I get my, you know what I'm saying, inspiration from.
Okay. You're kind of toying with the concept of being commercial, but really staying in the underground scene. Is that by choice, or do you feel like your sound belongs in that realm?
I would be commercial if I made that ringtone. Until I do something like that.
Shit. My bad. All right, so back to the question. I'll cut that part out.
I think you can leave that shit in. I don't really see what I mean, if people want to look at my music as commercial, that's good, because, you know, I still do me, and if it touches people on a commercial level, that's awesome. But at the end of the day, I think we just make...
He wants to touch people.
Yeah, I definitely want to touch people.
You want to touch people on commercials.
I want to touch people on commercials.
Okay.
Terrible.
So just a matter of time till you start going by Michael Jackson pseudonym or anything, right?
Hey, leave MJ out of this. Nothing's been proven.
Okay. So Torae, talking about you, I know we talked before about your success of being able to start from, well, nothing and really build an image, build a presence very quickly. What went into that? How'd you make that happen?
Just being consistent. I mean, it appears to be quick from people who kind of saw my inception and then see sort of growth, but I'm just like everybody else that's grinding, man. It's years in the making, you know, sleepless nights, a lot of time in the studio, a lot of time writing, and just doing the shit because you love it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my whole drive. That's my whole inspiration for making music, for standing outside the radio station, trying to pass CDs, for trying to book shows, and everything I do it for the love. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, if you stay at it, the shit will end up working for you. You just got to stay at it and be consistent. But they got to start from here. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do it for no other reason, just because you want to be there, because you want to do it. You know, when you go on stage and they fucking put you last and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, there's 3 people there, I still rock it like there's 300,000. So, you know, I mean, just to finally be in a position, you know what I'm saying, that's obviously a way better position than when I came in. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm grateful and I'm fortunate. You know what I mean?
Okay. So what's the next step for you? What are you planning, you know, to do? Are you gonna kind of continue with the same hand-to-hand type of touch? Or do you plan on again using that same word, taking more commercial approach kind of towards your career?
I mean, it's gonna be a little bit of both as far as the hands-on experience. You know what I'm saying? Like my first project I put out, Daily Conversation, was definitely all my blood, sweat, and tears I put into it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fat Beats that help with the distribution and getting it in certain stores or whatever. But you know, everything from putting it together, the A&R, to picking the beats, to getting the features, to pressing it up. You know what I'm saying? And having it manufactured. I did all that shit, all the print, all the press. Which enabled me to get to the situation where me and Marco got an album coming out on June 2nd on Dug Down, you know what I'm saying, which is a beautiful thing, and you know, I'm real comfortable with the situation with Drew and Buck, you know what I'm saying, and Noah, and hopefully we can continue to grow and build, you know what I'm saying, like everything is progression, everything is a step in the right direction, a step upward, you know what I'm saying, so this is definitely a step up from the last project, and the project after this will be a step up from this, but everything is about Marco, Polo and Torae, double barrel, June 2nd.
Okay. So your album together, what can you, how do you define it as artists? What can you say about it that you'd like for people to know?
Some belligerent rap shit, top to bottom. That's really all it is. It's New York sound at its purest. No fucking. It's just that fucking aggressive, obnoxious energy. Gets you hype. Smash a window. Stab somebody.
Stab to somebody.
You know, you have someone from the Upper East Coast and someone from the New York, the lower East Coast. Lower East Coast. So, I tried to provide the type of beats that would, bring out a monster in Torae, and he definitely brought that on this album, and it's a glorious thing. I'm excited about it.
Beautiful. So, next question is about this, the new development in your life. Duck Down. What's the relationship like?
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's solid, man. I mean, they definitely. Let's say this: Duck Down is in my opinion the best indie underground label out right now, as far as consistency, as far as relevance, as far as roster. And if anybody feels different, come see me. Let's talk about it. But I mean, the roster is what it is. I don't even have to run down the names. You know what it is. Longevity.
I kind of want to run down the names though, because it's kind of crazy right now.
It's kind of crazy. Like
they just signed Random Acts.
Yo, they got Black, Guilty, and Sean, Random Acts.
Revolution, KRS, Buck, Helter Skelter, Kids in the Hall, Torae, Marco Polo, Sky Zoo, Ninth Wonder,
Rusty, Special Teams,
Special Teams,
the whole boot camp clique.
Yeah.
Come on, man, stop it. You know what it is. Cut it out.
It's an honor to be down with such names. Like it's humbling to be a part of that and be a part of that movement, and especially being just a Canadian kid from a town where we live in igloos and shit. And
mad igloos.
Yeah.
Mad
breed
igloos.
moose.
Mad
fucking
mad
drink Molson Canadian.
Yeah.
Go to Tim Hortons.
They
know
do.
What that shit is.
Shout out to Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons got the illest donuts on the East Coast. Word talk. Not that I fuck with donuts. Usually I'm sexy than a motherfucker. But yeah, that's what it is. But back to the initial question. Being with Duck Down is a beautiful thing. The relationship is ill. I definitely feel like the type of record that we made in this climate of music and where shit is going, it was risky for everybody involved. It wasn't a risk per se for Marco and I, because we definitely knew what we set out to make, and we did, and we made that. And it wasn't a risk per se for Duck Down, because they're known for putting out the quality of music that they've been putting out consistently for years. But just in this climate and the shit that people are listening to and the shit that's really winning, it's definitely the polar opposite of what's going on. So we all kind of went out on a limb, and that's just a beautiful thing, because when you believe in your shit and you know what I'm saying, what you want to put out, it makes it all the more glorious when you're able to put it out. So shout out to them, man. We got stickers, we got wild posters outside, and press and shows and all the types of shit that they putting together for us. It's a beautiful thing, man.
But regardless, Torae is not gonna have Lil Wayne as a guest, right?
Nah,
next album.
I'm not gonna have Lil Wayne to guest on this double barrel album. That's for
and
sure.
no freestyle to Millie either, right?
No Millie freestyle. I'm gonna pass on that.
Excellent. Well, looking forward to a great show. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Peace.